Hello everyone, as a part of NCRT's simplified series, today we shall learn all about Peninsular Plateau. Peninsular Plateau is an irregular triangle rising from the height of 150 meter above the river plains up to an elevation of 600 to 900 meters from west to east. Let us learn the borders of Peninsular Plateau. In the northwest there is Delhi Ridge. In the east you have Rajmahal Hills. In the west you have Gir Range, and in the south you have Cardamom Hills, and in the northeast you have Shillong and Karbi Anglong Plateau. This peninsular plateau is made up of series of patland plateaus which are Hazaribagh, Palamu and Ranchi. They are located in Malwa Plateau in Madhya Pradesh, Coimbatore Plateau in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka Plateau in Karnataka. This peninsular plateau has been a stable and rigid structure since Cambrian period. Cambrian period is the first geological period of Paleozoic era, which lasted only for 55.6 million years. The rivers that drain into Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Rivers and those into Arabian Sea are west flowing. They are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. They are east flowing rivers. They drain into Bay of Bengal where the drainage area is 77%. They form deltas and they have large catchment areas. Whereas the Narmada, Tapti and Mahi, which are west flowing rivers, and they form estuaries. The landforms which are typical only to the east flowing rivers are deep gorges, beheaded plateau valleys, plateau outliners, laterite tablelands. These landforms are typical only to the east flowing rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. To recap, the difference between the west flowing and east flowing rivers: west flowing rivers drain into Arabian Sea, whereas the east flowing rivers drain into Bay of Bengal. West flowing rivers forms estuaries, whereas the east flowing rivers forms deltas, and they have large catchment areas, and the drainage cover is 77 for east flowing and 23% for west flowing. The important physiographic features are torts, which are large freestanding rocks, and block mountains, rift valleys, spurs. Spurs are the lateral ridges descending from mountain into valley. Then bare rocky structures are there. Then hummocky hills. Hummocky or any structure without any it will be like extremely irregular. They are like small mound on the ground, and they also have wall like quartzite dikes which are the natural site for water storage. In the north and northwest part of this peninsular plateau, black soil is very much prominent. There is a huge presence, and this peninsular plateau has undergone recurrent phases of upliftment and submergence. Because of this, fault and fractures have occurred. Bhima fault needs special mention because of its recurrent seismic activities. The northwestern part of this plateau has complex relief of ravines and gorges. Ravines are the deep, narrow gorge with steep sides. For example, Chambal, Blind and Morera. Based on the prominent relief structure, this peninsular plateau are classified into Deccan Plateau, Central Highlands and Northeastern Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is the first one we are going to discuss. This Deccan Plateau, let us first learn the borders. In the west you have Western Ghats, in the east you have Eastern Ghats, and in the north you have Satpura, Maikal and Mahadev Hills. Difference between the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats are known by different names. They are known as Shagidri in Maharashtra, Nilgiri Hills in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, Anaimalai and Cardamom Hills in Kerala. They are higher in elevation and more continuous range, whose average elevation is around 1500 meters, whereas the Eastern Ghats are discontinuous low hills. They are highly eroded by rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. The highest peak in Western Ghats is Anamudi, whose height is 2695 meter, whereas the second highest is Dotabeta, that is 2637 meters. Anamudi Hills is in Annamalai Hills and Todabetta in Nilgiris. The important hills of Eastern Ghats are Javadi Hills, Palkonda Hills, Nallamala Hills, Mahendragiri Hills. The most peninsular rivers originate from Western Ghats. So coming to the next part, that is the Central Highlands. They are bounded to the west by Aravalli Range. Satpura Range in East Central Highlands are formed by series of scrapped plateau on the south. The elevation of Central Highlands are 600 to 900 meters above mean sea level. These Central Highlands form the northern boundary of Deccan Plateau. They are the classic example of relict mountains, and they are highly denudated and discontinuous. The general elevation of this Central Highlands are 700 to 1000 meter, whereas for Satpura range it is 600 to 900 meter. They slope towards north and northeast directions. The tributaries of Yamuna originate from the Central Highlands especially from the mountains Vindhyan and Kaimur range. The Banas, which are the tributary of river Chambal, originate from Aravalli hills. The eastern extension of the Central Highlands is Rajmahal Hills. The western extension extends up to Jaisalmer, where Bachans are found. Bachans are the crescent shaped sand dunes. The south of Rajmahal Hills you have Chota Nagpur Plateau. So we'll see the tributaries of Yamuna originate from Vindhyan and Kaimur range. Banas, the river Chambal, originate from Aravalli Hills. Eastern extension Rajmahal, western extension Jaisalmer, and south of Rajmahal you have Chota Nagpur Plateau. And already discussed, Bachans are crescent shaped sand dunes. Coming to the last part, that is the northeastern plateau. This northeastern plateau are actually detached from the Peninsular Plateau, but they are the extension of main Peninsular Plateau. There is a belief that due to the force exerted by northeast movement of Indian plate at the time of Himalayan origin, there a huge fault was created between Rajmahal Hills and Meghalaya Hills, and the fault created a depression. That depression was deposited by the rivers. The Meghalaya and Karbi Anglong Plateau in northeastern part are detached from the main Peninsular Plateau. This Meghalaya Plateau are known by Garo Hills, Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills. These names are after the tribal people who are living in those particular areas. So the northeastern plateau, it was a part of Peninsular Plateau earlier, but due to the movement of Indian plate at the time of origin of Himalayan origin, there was a fault created. So these are northeastern plateau is rich in coal, iron ore, sillimanite, limestone and uranium. This area receives maximum rainfall from southeast monsoon. Mouse syndrome is present in this area. So the remaining physical features, islands and coastal plains will be discussed in the next video. Thanks for watching.